Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I will teach you how to do this. Just stay tuned. Okay guys, so we'll start from scratch. The first thing you need to do is to import the file. Import media, put in the file that we need, drag it into the line. So now we need to clip the part out that we don't need. So for example, I know that the last part is the part that I want to use. Yep. So you can clip it out. Let me just forward. Yes. So here. So let's say I want it from here. You press B to activate this blade edit mode. Then you can just click one time and it cuts. And then you have to go back to the A. Otherwise, if you don't switch to the normal arrow, you just keep cutting. So you just delete the part you don't want. So now this is the part that we have. After that, we go over to Fusion. And here's basically like a workflow line. You have your media in, that's the video, and the media out. If these two are not connected, it won't show anything up here in the picture. So what we need first is we need to add a layer that we can draw on. So you go to line, you press Control Space. I don't know if you can see this. I tried to record before and you couldn't see this toolbox that I'm getting up. But basically there's a toolbox coming up and you just type background and you press add. So now you have a background added. And you see it creates a merge because it wants to merge the media with the background. And right now you can see the whole screen is black. What we need to do is we need to change the alpha. This is the transparency. So how much transparency we want? We want full transparency so we can see the whole image. Next we want to add paint. So again we press Control Space and we add paint. Now we have a paint. This allows you to draw. So this is connected to the background. And it's really important that you notice that they have to be connected in the same way as you see on my screen. Because if you don't get them connected right, like there are different colors. If you connect them wrong with the colors, it won't work. So pay attention to that. So we have to paint so we can draw, and then we need to add the glow. Oh, now I accidentally removed this, but it doesn't. Don't worry. And I like to use the soft glow. I find it better than the normal glow. So what we need to do is to make sure that it's connected. We press here to, oh, see? It needs to be yellow like the other one. And this one needs to be green. So we add to the green. So now we can go into the paint. And here we have different options up here that we can draw with. For now, I'll just use the multi-stroke. And I will use this color. I choose my color that I want. And it's really important that you remember to click here so you don't just draw the white. I've done that a few times. In here we have the brush control. There are different brushes, as you can see. It changes. I like to use this ball metal. I think it gives a nice drawing line for the glow. So yeah, now we go ahead to the part that we need. You can see as I press the arrow back and forth, it changes frame. So what we need to do now is we have to draw for each frame that we want effects. So for example, I do this. I want this line to be like a line that's moving along the arm. So I draw a little bit, skip to next. I go halfway in what I already drew, next. And I just keep continuing doing this. And the reason I'm drawing halfway in the other line is because you have to consider every frame. It's like it's very fast. So if you want your effect to last a little bit longer, it has to it has to yeah, like if I go halfway in the line, it will last longer because the travel time gets longer. I hope it makes sense. At least it makes my line look like it's going slower. So now I'll just keep finishing this. I'll just do it fast. So now we created this. And if we want the whole arm to glow, we just do this. Draw the whole arm. And the next frame again. Keep in mind, I'm just doing it really fast now, so don't criticize me for the quality here. And the last one. So now we created this. Yeah. So as you can see, it goes really fast, so you actually have to draw on a lot of frames if you want consistency in the effect. Yeah, so basically you can change whatever color you want. You can hold down Control and scroll, then you zoom in. Then you can change the brush size by holding Control and clicking, like normal clicking, and then just going up and down with your mouse. This changes the brush size. So what we can do, like we did with the text, you can type along the text if you want that. Again, I'm just doing it really fast so you can see. I know this is horrible, but you understand how it works, I'm sure. So right now we have this. Yes. So that is how I make the glow effects. Now, as I also mentioned that I would show you, is that we can add a tracker. For example, we can track something on the picture and it will follow along. So what we need to do is we need to go here, we add tracker, and add. See, this did not work. Let me try again. I find it easier to do it on the line because sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out. Of course, it's not really working now. Okay, this one just wants to be a little bit annoying. Let's see. There we go. So actually I was not really sure what colors it needs to have between, but this is yellow and yellow. So what we want to do now is we want to add another background that we can paint on because we don't want to use the same as before. This one has to follow the tracking, so all the painting we do in this one has to be separated. Now we add a paint again, and again soft glow. Again, we need to pay attention to what colors we put them in, so I do this, oh, yellow, come on, where is it here? No, yellow, yes, and green. So now we created this. And again, we have to make sure that the background is all the way turned down, so that when we paint on here, we don't. Okay. So now there's a few different things. First of all, we need to make the tracking. So I want to track my eye, and as you can see, you can zoom in again. You have a bar. You have these bars down here, and they basically indicate when the tracker has a good chance of tracking. Like the higher these are, the better chance you have that this will track correctly. Sometimes it can flip out and you won't get it correct. So right now I'll try go with this one that it's already put on. You can change between here, whatever you want it to try track after, the color wise. So what I want is I want it to track from here. So this track from current time. I'll try this. And as you can see, it's not working perfectly, but yeah, it's doing okay. So I'll try from there. And then we stop and we press yes. So now it has, and down the line you can see all this white. And this the whole time that it's tracking my eye. So now I want to find a place where I'm moving my eye a little bit. Yeah, I'll just start from here. Okay, so now we have the tracking, okay. Then we have to go to the paint. Actually, we need to do something else. Over here in the operation, we need to, this is basically an option that says that whatever it is we're doing, it has to match the move of the tracking. So we want to match the move. And here you can choose between background only. I'm not really sure what this is for, but what I found out is we have to choose this option. You can also do so that the whole video follows the line, like I think, isn't it? As you can see now, the whole video, if I zoom out, the whole video follows. So basically now it's centering the video according to the tracking, but that's not what we want. We want this one, mix a picture still, so we don't get these weird cuts in the frame. And then we want to go to the paint. So after the tracking is done, now we are ready to paint. So what we can do now is we have to go up here and change to the brush that says stroke. That way we have some control over how long the thing we're drawing, how long it will stay on the frames. Like right now it's already set to all frames, so if I put something, it will just keep staying there on all the frames. That's not what we want. We want something limited duration. And here you have to consider how many frames that you want this to be in. So let's try say let's try say 100. We want it to be 100 frames. So now I go up, I choose my brush, I use the ball metal again, that's what I like. And here I just zoom in and I change the brush size so it matches the eye a little bit better. Then I press a few times for it to glow better. And now it should, when I press space, the video will roll, so now it should follow along the line. And you see, every time I blink, this is a little bit hard to get it matched right. Sometimes the tracking just jumps off because it cannot really track, but you have to find a good point in your video where it tracks really well, and it doesn't get these jump outs because you either blink or whatever, it cannot track what you're trying to track. But basically now it's following the eye, as you can see. And every time I blink, it jumps out. But yeah, I hope you get the idea. So this is basically how it works. And you can go into the different kind of glows. You can turn it up a bit, turn it down a bit, more glow, less glow, whatever you want. You can also do this with pictures. You can put a picture in and then it tracks, puts the picture. There's a different few things to that. So maybe I'll try and make a video about doing that. But I hope you get the idea. I hope you liked the video. I hope it was really easy to understand. If you liked it, you can always give it a like, thumbs up, and if you like it enough, you can also subscribe. So yeah, have a good day.